Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here from the Prep. Alongside Shane Lawal, I'm Tom Cavanaugh. Grosse Pointe South here at home on senior night, taking on Lakeview of St. Clair Shores. Shane, let's get right into things. This is a huge matchup heading into districts for both of these clubs. You know Maddie Bernard of GPS really well. Let's start with her. Maddie, she's a shot creator at that, but she can do a lot more.
No, Maddie's special. Maddie's a guard that can score in 3 different levels, able to create her own shot, create shots for other teammates, dynamic guard. Definitely going to play on the next level, but right now she has to worry about winning this game today.
And it's senior night for Elsa Bachert, and she's the only senior for this Grosse Pointe South team.
Young team.
Yeah, very young team, only 8 total players compared to the 11 on the Lakeview side. Both teams under 500 right now, so looking to kind of get back up there towards 500 heading into districts. What kind of a game like this is, you know, going towards districts and a type of test that you have for those games?
I think the good thing about this game is the conference championship has already been decided. So this is more for the districts. Lakeview has to play their rivals Lakeshore, and Grosse Pointe South is in the same district as Cass. So I think what both teams are trying to do right now, knowing both coaches, is they're trying to iron out some areas and get ready for next week. Both teams want to play fast, and they definitely want to play through their dynamic guards. We talked about Maddie. We know that Lakeview has Zion, another special guard.
Yeah, Zion Harris, 18 points in their last game in the MAC Consolation Tournament win. They won 3 in a row as well, so we're geared up for a really nice matchup tonight, Shane. So coming at you at 7 o'clock, Grosse Pointe South and Lakeview of St. Clair Shores here from the Prep. Shane Lawal, Tom Cavanaugh in just a minute.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome in, Prep sports fan. It's Tuesday night on a beautiful day here at Grosse Pointe South High School from the Prep, alongside head coach Kevin Richards of the Blue Devils of Grosse Pointe South. Coach, it's going to be a big game today.
Yeah.
End of the year, Lakeview's coming to town.
Every day is a big game.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, we always say this one's the most important game because it's the next game on our schedule.
Yeah,
so.
Just a few more left on the year.
Yeah.
And you guys are prepping up for districts,
Yeah.
but Lakeview, we talked about it,
Yeah.
a common non-conference opponent
Yeah.
just across the different
Yeah.
MAC divisions. What are you used to seeing from these guys? What do we expect to see between your two clubs?
Well, we got a new coach over there, so there's a lot of unknown. You know, when Joe Charette was there, we kind of knew what to expect. So, you know, we watched film and we did our best to prepare, but you know, I think we got a tough opponent tonight.
Yeah, Scott Archibald in his first year with Lakeview, so kind of throwing everything at you
Yeah.
guys in your 17th season.
Yes.
So on different sides there, but let's get into your top impact player, Maddie
Yeah.
Bernard. She's a junior and just the best player on your team without
Yeah.
a doubt. She's able to create her own shot.
She's one of the best players in the state. She is, you know, what she's seen and how she's handled herself this year has been impressive. You know, she's gotten coaches who have never probably intended playing boxing one, going boxing one on her, and that's a compliment to her skill set and the time that she puts in. So she deserves every bit of credit that she's getting. And you know, the nice thing is, I still think there's a lot of room for her to improve. So that's exciting for her and exciting for us.
Yeah, she's got another year of it, but all of her talent's on display tonight. We're really excited for it.
Yes.
On the other side, though, a senior, the only senior being honored tonight on senior night, Elsa Bachert. She's also been a really cornerstone piece here.
Yeah, and we've really been, the past couple weeks, we've really been leaning on her. And when she stays on the floor, she's an impact player for us. Unfortunately, she plays very aggressive and is very physical, and she's had some games where she's had to sit maybe more than we would hoped. So, but lately she's been playing really well, under control, and you know, we said we gave her a warning yesterday, and you know, said there's going to be a lot of emotions. Senior night, last game at home, and that she's got to play within herself because, you know, when she does, she's pretty special. She's, you know, 5'10", 5'11", but she's, you know, quick as a cat, and she's strong and can finish with either hand, and she's been more importantly, she's an unbelievable teammate, and you know, she brings joy to practice. She has a great sense of humor and keeps things light, and you know, I think it's been really good for our team.
That's a coach's dream, isn't it?
Yes.
Kevin, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Head
Thank
coach
you.
Kevin Richards of Grosse Pointe South coming up next at 7 o'clock from the Prep. GPS taking on Lakeview here from Grosse Pointe South High School. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back into the Prep. Grosse Pointe South girls hoops taking on Lakeview. It is senior night here at Grosse Pointe South High School, and there's only one that we're going to be honoring tonight for those Blue Devils. It's Elsa Bachert. Her younger sister Clara also on the team here, but we're watching both of these teams be introed up. Shane, let's get into the starting fives for both of these groups in just a moment. But Lakeview, we just talked about it in the open, 8-12 on the year, 2-8 in conference compared to a Grosse Pointe team who's 9-11, 5-5 in conference. We can take a look there at Lakeview. Zion Harris, we talked about her a minute ago, 18 points in her last outing. Ava Prasnek, watch out for her, a big guard, and Autumn Wyrick. Madison Gieb as well is going to be a big cornerstone piece. And now it's time for Grosse Pointe South to be announced. And Shane, I know we already talked about Maddie Bernard, but you look across these 7 other girls on this Blue Devil team. Who else stands out to you as someone that's going to really be able to, you know, kind of shine in a big game like today?
Well, I think the biggest thing for them is the activity of Bachert. I know I'm messing her name up, but you know, Kevin talked about how she kind of does a bit of everything for them. Athlete, goalie, probably will play goalie in college, but a big part of everything they do. So I think she's going to be an impact player to watch out for.
Kevin Richards' daughter, Kiki Richards, gave a really nice, heartwarming senior speech, had Elsa in tears right before tonight's contest, and they're fired up, looking to play for her, but also kind of hitting that groove into districts. We know that Lakeview's taking on Lakeshore, but on the other side, Grosse Pointe South, I think they're taking on.
They're in the same district as Cass Tech, which is a runner-up to the PSL League, coached by Antoine Simpkins, a friend of mine, who's a pretty good coach, and I know that he likes the pressure and he's going to throw a lot of different things at him. So a game like this where Coach Scott Archibald likes the pressure as well and play a little bit of pressing, it's a good prep for Kevin and the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils. I think a player we're definitely going to have to pay attention to, Coach Scott spoke on, is Gieb. He said they're going to throw the ball inside of Gieb a lot. They're going to get it to her early. You know, he showed some accountability. He said he has to do a better job of getting her the ball. You know, she commands double teams and things like that.
Grosse Pointe South and Lakeview on senior night. Here's Madison Bernard. She's going to try to lay one up, rolls off the front of the rim. Second chance not going to go, and it's a rebound for Lakeview. Scott Archibald for the Huskies in his very first year. On the other side, Kevin Richards, 17th season with the Blue Devils.
It's an old man. It's an old man. It's a little bit of pressure already by Grosse Pointe South. We got a transition going the other way.
There's Bernard curling back around to the top. Maddie Bernard, a couple Division I college talks right now with a few schools, so we're going to be seeing her at the next level. Shane, you also know her really well.
Yeah, her middle name is Hooper, Madison Hooper Bernard. I mean, she comes from a hoop family. Steve Bernard, her brother is currently in college, you know, and you spoke on it. He's been starting as a freshman.
Yeah, 20 starts in 27 games for Anthony Bernard at Mercer, and it was a quick turnover for GPS, and it's back with Lakeview.
You see that pressure again from Grosse Pointe South. They're not letting them come up comfortably. It seems like they're going to try to make sure that every time Zion turns a corner, there's a body there, not giving her any daylight.
Ball's out of bounds. It's going to stay here. But, yeah, Shane, we were talking a lot with head coach Kevin Richards yesterday, and they said they were struggling with the press a little bit and couldn't really pick up at half court. So it's kind of that three-quarter where they want to try to stop it on the opposite end.
Yeah. I see the pressure. I see the pressure being applied right now. Applied by Morgan Duff. I think one thing about Kevin, me and Kevin, we have a lot of basketball talks. One thing with Kevin is he always wants to push it. He wants to play fast. He wants to pressure. But he's the type of guy that if he feels like his personnel can't necessarily do that, he has no problem adjusting. See the pressure again.
The senior Elsa Bacher with the first 2 points. Here's a jumper. Number 23, Raina Porter took that one, and we got a foul that's on the second chance. Getting fouled there was Ava Prasnak. Coach Archibald described her as a Dennis Rodman. Yeah, it was awesome.
We just saw a Dennis Rodman clip out of her early, being active, creating deflection in the backcourt, going to the free throw line.
She's also committed to Macomb Community College at the moment. And Bacher right now, she's bleeding. So the senior shedding some blood early on in the first couple minutes. We have 6:20 to go in the first quarter, and checking in now is Alex Lupo.
Senior night won't be complete without little blood. All right. So now all we need now is some sweat and some tears, right? We already got the tears, so we just need some sweat.
True. That's not going to be hard to come by as we're just a few minutes into this first one. 2-0. Grosse Pointe South's on top of this one. Just a few games left in the regular season before districts next week. Second free throw's up off the front of the rim. Rebound, though, from the Huskies, and another foul.
That's Geeb. That's Geeb.
Madison Geeb getting in there, and she absolutely took off this past year. Coach Archibald said that last year she was not even close to the same type of player, and she's excelled, as we see right there getting a big second chance rebound.
Yeah, the junior is very physical. I see it already. I saw it on the first possession on defense. She definitely likes contact. She doesn't shy away from it. It's going to be interesting. I think Lakeview has a bit of a size advantage in their front court, especially if Bacher can't stop the bleeding. Grosse Pointe South gets pretty small with her sitting on the bench.
First free throw for Guy was a little bit strong off the back iron. Second one's up, and it's good. 2-1.
He's in a 22 press full court. Let's see if they can create some disruption.
Trying to get it out of there with Sierra Pongratz. She played in the JV game earlier today. Here's a good pass up to the block. Opposite side, Lupo shoots, and that's off. Yeah, trickles out of bounds, and we're going down Lakeview's ball.
You can see they were definitely ready for that press, good press breaker, moving the ball, changing sides as they move the ball up the court. Just couldn't convert on the layup, but it was good to see.
They're playing fast. Here's Bernard on the opposite wing. Good crossover, headed to the rim, lays it up and in.
Hooper.
4-1, Blue Devils right now. She made that look easy. And now here's Lakeview trying to break the press.
And Kevin comes out in a diamond. I'm a big fan of the diamond. Those who know me know I love a full court diamond. Me and Kevin, we agree on that. So that was a diamond press.
Another pass up. Here's Bernard to the cup. No good on the first chance, and it's taken away. Prasnak's going down. But both these teams running so fast, breaking the press pretty easily on each side.
Yeah, Grosse Pointe South is getting some good looks on that press breaker. They just got to finish at the basket.
Here's a floater baseline, rolls off the back of the rim, and rebound GPS. Bernard's got it, looking for a man.
Great move by Zion. Just nothing's falling right now. Great block.
Bounce pass in, looked to be Lupo and rejected. Autumn Wyrick says no.
Not in my house. Technically not her house, but still.
Solid student section as well for this one on senior night for GPS. Here's Bacher back in the game, a little OxyClean Tide stick on the jersey.
A little zone on the baseline out of bounds. A little change of pace just to throw the offense off.
Just over 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Grosse Pointe South and Lakeview of St. Clair Shores, intercepted by
Great
Bernard.
hands.
And she's going to dish it off quickly. Going down is Duff. She's fouled.
Oh.
Just rolls out, almost an and one.
I'll tell you one thing, both of these teams are playing hard on both ends of the court. I see already Zion definitely loves to turn the corner. She puts pressure on the rim. That's what you always want out of your lead guard. You put pressure on the rim, it breaks the defense down. You bring help from different places, and then you can create mismatches and rotations on the kickout.
Duff misses on the free throw and been 0 for on free throws on each side so far. This is the first attempt here for the Blue Devils.
Invisible lid on the rim.
Second one from Duff is good. And it's a 5-1 early lead.
Back in that diamond press. Back in that diamond press.
Try to get it to the middle. Now to center court. Having trouble with it there was Porter. They get it up to Geeb. Check that. It's Wyrick.
And just like Grosse Pointe South, Lakeview also ready for the press. Both teams doing a great job of breaking that pressure right now. Normally it takes a while before presses really start to wear you down.
Porter tried to get a pass into the corner, and it's going down. The type of defense that we're seeing from Grosse Pointe South is just posing so many issues for the Huskies on offense right now.
Yes, activity, great activity. There's discipline behind it, but they're definitely active. They're playing with their arms up, trying to create deflections,
Duff,
making passes harder.
quick pass, look to go inside to Bockert, and it's taken away. Heads up play there from number 22. That was Ava Prasnik again, and keeping the ball here on the GPS side.
I love the energy on the court from both teams. I love it, love it.
You can kind of tell neither of these teams are playing like it's the end of their season going into districts. They're playing
Not at
like
all.
this is a March Madness type of game.
Yeah.
They're trying to get hot going into playoffs. Air ball from the corner from Bernard, and it's going to stay in play. Kicked off of either side there, and it goes back to GPS.
Whoa.
Never mind. Here's Harris on the steal.
She's
The
a bullet.
layup.
Oh.
She misses.
She's a bullet.
Bernard gets it right back and headed right to left now are the Blue Devils. Between the legs goes Bernard. Bockert setting up on that outer wing there. It's a good 5-out situation right now. We know Kevin Richards likes to run that. Bernard pulls just off the front. Second chance from Bockert, and she's fouled. Those are the type of second chance looks that she really is able to produce.
So Lakeview is in a 1-2-2-3-2 defense, which is it's kind of slowing down Grosse Pointe South a little bit. But one of the the issues with zones like that is that it's harder to box out and rebound. So they definitely got to get out. They got to hit a body and corral the rebound. Also, that's the second open look from for Bernard. He's got to do a better job of getting out to the shooter.
Free throw's good for Bockert. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. That one just a little bit strong. Bernard with the rebound, fade away.
Ooh,
Misses
block.
there.
That's her second block.
That was Wyrick. You're right, her second block. Bockert was able to keep it in along with Lupo. There's a nice cross pass into the paint. Bockert's going to turn. She misses that one, going down the other way. Zion Harris out in front. Facing Sierra Prasnak there.
Pressure. Maddie doing a good job up top with her hands. Great hands from Pongratz. Oh, we're pushing.
Down the far side, all the way to the rim. That one's good. Clara Bockert, the sister of Elsa Bockert, gets it done. And we got a timeout. 8-1 lead for GPS on senior night. Clara helping out her senior sister, Elsa, and it's a 7-point lead early with 3:04 to go in the first. We'll be back in a minute. This is the Prep.
Look at the smile on Big Sis' face.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Coming out of the 30-second timeout, it's a steal from Bockert. She misses the right-handed layup on the left side, and now Zion Harris on a 2-on-1. Pump fake, Euro! Harris gets it to go. Nice move.
Great move. Finally got one to fall down. That's the first made field goal for Lakeview. Oh, great hands.
Active hands for Zion Harris, and as you said, the first made field goal, it's now 8-3. 5-point deficit right now for Lakeview with 2.5 to go in the first.
I think the biggest thing right now in this game is the pressure and the turnovers that are being created. But also, Grosse Pointe South right now has a 12-6 rebounding advantage.
Looking to the middle. Here's a drop to Bockert. And it's going to be a jump ball at the last
fast.
second. Yeah.
Both teams are playing. They said that, right? Both coaches said that. They said they want to play fast. You know, they don't always play as fast as they want to play, but they're living up to what they want to do today. Back in that diamond press.
Here's Bernard with the active hands. She gets it out. Duff
Great.
Gets the interception. Bacher tried to kind of telegraph that pass down low. Shane, we've been seeing some of these entry passes from the top of the key, but they're either cross paint or just a little bit too far and are getting deflected.
And the big thing about that, too, is, kids are playing with their arms up, which means they're well coached defensively not to have their arms down. So that's why we're getting a lot of deflections that are leading to steals. That goes another one right there.
Yeah, Harris takes that one away quickly. Zion Harris, as we said, 18 points in the MAC Consolation Tournament game off an injury. And another turnover. Duff all the way. She lays it up and in. 10-3 Blue Devils.
So I think the first thing we're going to see is which team kind of runs out of that early gas first, who burns out a little bit early on. Right now, Grosse Pointe South seems to be in a little bit better shape, and that's kind of the difference in this game, rebounding and pace.
Floater from Kamara Knight, and it stays on the Husky side. Three-pointer just a little bit short from Zion. Bernard's off and running now in transition. She's got Bacher up in front. Dime pass, it's knocked away. Kamara Knighton gets a hand in there at the last second, but you saw where she was going with that one.
Yeah, but you see what Coach Kevin said, shoot the layup. In certain times in situations like that, you commit to the layup and your team will rebound the ball.
At the top, it's Duff with the ball. Bacher, tough to handle. She's got it back.
Grosse Pointe South kind of having a bit of a hard time when in half-court offense when that defense is set and that zone is in front of them. It's a little bit stagnant, not really getting a chance to move around as much as they would want to.
It's going to be out of bounds underneath the basket. Sierra Pongratz gets it in to Bacher. She misses. Duff, her second chance shot doesn't go.
Rebounds.
It's been a lot of missed buckets at the cup right now, Shane, from both sides, but I think GPS has had a ton more chances to be able to shoot close to the rim. We've seen a couple missed three-pointers, but they're getting to the cup.
Yep. Trapping his first pass on a diamond. Zion is a bullet. One-man press breaker.
She tries to toss it up again, in and out of the hands of Wyrick, and it's out of bounds. Several turnovers in the opening minutes here with 1:17 to go in the first. 10-3 lead for the home team, Grosse Pointe South on senior night. Morgan Duff on the inbound, gets it to Pongratz. Had about a dozen points in the second half of that JV game earlier today against Lakeview. Raina Porter at the top of the key. Gets it to Harris, she pump fakes the three. Here's a floater from the short corner.
Wow.
Rebound from Geeb. Knighton takes a shot.
I was Wyrick. Wyrick with another. Wyrick is a physical. We said Geeb was physical, but Wyrick, she leaves her imprint on this game too. Block shots, snatching rebounds.
Pongratz, deep three. Off the back iron. Rebound from Harris.
She shot that from the west side.
I think she might have re-injured
man.
that ankle right there as she's hobbling off, trying to get that ball back from Pongratz. And you can see a quick check-in here for Madison Geeb. And
that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all.
no, we knew Harris was coming off that injury a game ago with 18 points in the MAC consolation tourney. So just seeing her kind of re-aggravate that is tough.
Tough young lady, tough young lady. It'll probably be hard to keep her out of this game. It might just be pain. But hopefully she's able to get back in and she's okay.
Ball's into the middle of the paint. Looking for the and one, and Geeb gets it to go. Potential for a three-point play.
A little bit of Twin Towers they got going on in there. Like I said, it's going to be a tough game if Grosse Pointe South is not able to keep up with the physicality of Geeb and Wyrick. They're dominating the paint a little bit right now.
Free throw coming here for Geeb. We got a couple substitutions. Bernard's back in the contest for GPS. Catherine Daly, the senior, in for Lakeview. Shane, you spent 3 years as the head coach of the girls varsity Detroit Renaissance team. What can you kind of take from a game like this, what you're seeing so far, and your coaching experience and talents?
It's late in the season. You've played a lot of games. You got the playoffs next week. You want to get as much out of this game as possible, but you also want to get to the playoffs healthy. That's a big part of it too. But it's hard to win a district if you're not peaking at the right time. And so this game is it's not an irrelevant game. It's a big game for your kids to kind of get one last test game in before everything starts to count.
Younger sister Clara Bacher with a steal there, gets it up to Bernard, who has her pocket picked.
Oh.
Three-pointer at the buzzer doesn't go from Morgan Duff, and that's the end of the quarter. 10-6. Shane, what'd you like?
I mean, if you're down 4 after being out-rebounded by, Grosse Pointe South, you got your star player hurt right now, and you're only down 4 points, you take that as a win.
Bachert, both of them, Clara and Elsa, getting to it. And Zion Harris with a couple big buckets in that first quarter. 10-6 after 1. We'll be back in a minute here on the Prep.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Back here for the second quarter of action. Alongside Shane Lawal, I'm Tom Cavanaugh from the Prep. It's a 10-6 lead for Grosse Pointe South on senior night, honoring Elsa Bachert, who's got the ball in the corner. Great showing tonight at GPS for senior night. Here's Bernard. Dribble by, takes a shot. That one rims out.
So I already know Kevin agrees with me on that one. He wanted Maddie to shoot that 3. She had an open 3. She passed it up to dribble into a contested jump shot. Sometimes the shot that is created for you is the best shot. Great steal.
Here's Duff. Taking contact. She'll be fouled. Can't get the basket to go as he shoots it underneath, but that's the type of play right there. Morgan Duff, a sophomore guard, has been incredible so far today. A couple steals and has gotten to the basket. Yeah.
She's extremely active. I see why she's starting as an underclassman. I think I know Coach Scott definitely spoke about getting Gabe a lot more touches. So far in the first quarter, she's only shot the ball twice. So hopefully that number, by the time this game is over, I would love to see her have 16 to 20 field goal attempts. So we got to pick it up.
Yeah, got to work that ball into the inside there. Duff missed that first free throw. It's still 10-6. 7:30 to go in the second. That one's off the back iron and is out of bounds over top of the rim there. Turnovers, 11 for Lakeview in that first quarter, 7 for GPS.
Dead ball means we can set our press back up. That's every time there's a dead ball, a good team is going to get right back in the press, back in that diamond.
There's Duff carrying the ball, and it's a kick out of bounds. We're going to do it again.
See the press breaker set up.
A quick pass to center court. There's Wyrick looking for somebody to pass to. She gets it to Hannah Tassin. Inside
good ball
pass.
movement.
Off the glass. In the corner. Knighton trying to rotate. She's got it at the top. Bernard's all over her. There's that 3-2 we've been seeing. Intercepted going down.
Yes,
Bachert's got the ball. Bernard to the rim. She can't get it to go. It's in the corner. Bernard 0 for so far on the game. From field goal range.
It's been a tough goal. It's been a tough goal for Maddie. Oh!
It's going to be a foul there on Bachert. Knighton goes down hard. It's good to see Zion Harris back in the game, checking in for Kamara Knighton. Harris, cornerstone piece of this team. She's a senior, and there's multiple starting for this Lakeview team.
Something told me Zion was going to come back.
You said it. I don't think she's staying out of this game. And there's Pongratz in the corner, has that ball kicked away.
I love that. A trap on a missed shot. Wow, that's great. That's good coaching. Good coaching.
And head coach Kevin Richards of GPS wants himself a timeout to talk things over with his squad. We want to give a freaky fast shout out to the Jimmy John's on 12 Mile Road, just west of DeQuinder in Madison Heights, for feeding our crew tonight. Always fresh, fast, and delicious. The Tomey Group has 45 Jimmy John's locations in and around Metro Detroit, and they never disappoint. Thank you, Jimmy John's. 6:39 remaining in this second quarter. Look at the crowd here. Senior night at GPS. It is packed. And this is an incredible gym, Shane. I mean, look around, we have seating on both sides all over the place, and that whole corner over there, the Devil's Den, is completely packed.
Keep it right on top of you in a big game. Crowd right on top of you. Help you miss free throws. Help you hit big shots.
It's a tight contest right now.
Lakeview setting up in a box set. I have a feeling this might be for Gee, some type of cross-screen action, screen-to-screen action. If I'm right, you owe me one of those Jimmy John subs we're talking about.
But if I'm right on the double up screen and you get 2 curlers down, then you got it.
So if you put your best guard taking the ball out and you have your best big opposite the ball, some type of action will probably bring your best big to the ball and some secondary action to get your best guard open in the perimeter. That's what I would do, but, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, come on. Lakeview Huskies, a 2-8 record in conference this year. In the MAC White, they did beat Port Huron Northern by 3 to win that consolation tournament we talked about. Zion Harris with 18 points.
Sparked up that game.
And, I mean, they played tight games all year long. 5 losses within 5 points, and this game here has the makeups of just that here, if depending on how it fares at the very end of things. Here's that inbound. Gets it to the top, and Wyrick. Harris in the near corner. She had 2 on her, and now Wyrick's going to try to dribble to the basket. In the corner. Back up to the top now. Lakeview trying to find some sort of an open shot. Harris pulls from 3. That one misses. Rebound comes to Hannah Tassin, and it's back out. Dribble drive.
It's all the hustle plays that are deciding this game right now. Rebounding, deflections, running the floor. I mean, it's almost March. It's almost March.
Head coach Kevin Richards there. I mean, you know him better than any of us. He's got to be at least a little bit frustrated with the offensive rebounding coming down here for GPS.
He's doing a great job of staying calm. I don't normally see him this calm. Great hands.
There's Bernard with the steal. She's got Duff in front. Bernard, she'll take the layup all the way. That is what you wanted to see in quarter number 1. Bernard gets a really nice right-handed finish on the left side.
Never too late to start. Never too late.
Just under 6 to go. Harris able to get out of that press there. Wyrick's got it up.
Yeah, that pressure is bothering them a little bit.
GPS going to keep it going. Bernard, head up. She'll kick it to the corner.
It's a dangerous place that Lakeview was in. You don't want them to go on a run.
Bernard with the fadeaway.
Oh, she's warming up. She's warming up.
14-6, and
Maddie
GPS
Hooper
is
Bernard.
out. That was a shifty little fadeaway off 1 foot in the short corner.
Like I said, it's a dangerous spot. That's 6 straight.
Sierra Pongratz gets it to go. 16-6. It's a 10-point lead for the Blue Devils.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Timeout for Scott Archibald and the Huskies. We'll be back in a minute here on the Prep. GPS up big.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
.5:16 to go in the second quarter here from Grosse Pointe South. Let's take a look at those Blue Devils. 9-11 on the year, 5-5 in the MAC Red Conference. Some very notable alumni, and we said Maddie Bernard, daughter of the varsity boys head coach.
Sierra Rice. Sierra Rice, high major player, played here back in the day. Even in half court, there's ball pressure.
Lakeview getting a good look there, coming out of the timeout.
So you got to get touches. Geeb has to get more touches. I think that's how you kind of battle in this game is you battle that speed of Grosse Pointe South by just getting paint presence from Geeb.
Pass down low to Bockert. She is fouled but can't get the basket to go. That's a textbook way to break the press right there. Keep it in the backcourt for just a moment. and then advance it up.
That could be a problem. I think that's Geeb's second foul. Yep, that's her second foul.
Bachert can't get the first free throw. 4:41 to go in the half.
Coach got to sub her out. I know he doesn't want to, but he's got to sub her out and sit her down.
Checking in there, it's going to be number 22, Ava Prasnak, senior. She got the start tonight. Second free throw, no good.
Another offensive rebound for Grosse Pointe South.
And there's Duff getting in there for the rebound, but it's going to go back to Lakeview here. Pressing once again is GPS. Here's Zion in the corner, trying to work out. Cuts it into the middle, and she's hit hard. Bachert.
he told her she was physical. Kevin told her she was physical. If you're a goalie, if you're a soccer goalie, you got to be able to get into it sometimes. I love it.
You see her cut in the middle and a big shoulder. Oh my goodness.
Is she a soccer goalie or a hockey goalie? I'm not sure.
Head coach Kevin Richards did say if Grosse Pointe wants to win this, she's got to stay out of foul trouble. Here's Duff, interception. All the way down, and the lay is good.
Duff.
She has been the star so far today. Another steal and a takeaway, and we got a foul on Sierra Pongratz after another turnover.
It's not just the full court pressure, it's also the half court pressure. Even after Lakeview breaks the press, Grosse Pointe South is not settling down. They're crawling into them, they're disciplined, they're not fouling, but they're jumping, passing passing Duff with another fast break.
Seems like that ball for Lakeview is always staying around the perimeter as well. They're not really able to get it inside to Geeb, and the times they have, they've been successful.
Seeing a little bit more movement against the zone offensively.
It's Bernard in the corner trying to throw a cross pass and deflected.
Great defense.
Here's Harris now trying to set things up.
Oh!
Miscommunication with Hannah Tassin. She threw it behind her into the crowd.
It's a tough one. She's probably got to keep that ball a little bit. Keep the ball.
Bernard will inbound here for the Blue Devils. 3:48 to go in the second. It's a 10-point lead.
Turnovers will really affect the Lakeview. You know, not just forced turnovers, but unforced turnovers.
Just limiting the amount of shots they're able to get. Each trip down the court, and Pongratz gives it over to Bernard in the corner here.
Seeing a little bit more activity out of this 1-2-2 for Lakeview. The guards are moving a little bit more, making it tough on them. Big shot, big shot.
20-8, keeps on rolling. Madison Bernard. Check that.
That was a nice pull-up dribble to the elbow. We're back in the press now.
Almost the inside
Another turnover. I think that makes 14.
Bernard, nice cross pass
Great
in.
Pass.
Layup, no good. It's Alex Lupo trying to get that to go, and we got a traveling call. You can't do that.
Bachert is always smiling. I love that. Plays hard, but she's always got a smile on her face.
Good pass from Zion into the middle. Wyrick driving, drops a pass down. Money right there.
And that started with Zion breaking the first level of the press. That's what really started it. She got past 3 players and then were able to kick it ahead and had numbers. Now they're in their press.
Nice shot from Isabel Tizio there to make it 10 points for Lakeview. They still trail by 10. Here's Bernard, deep three.
She's feeling it.
Just a bit short.
What do we call that, a heat check?
Yeah, gotta call that there. And just a little bit short on that one. She'll find her groove. Still a second half of ball to be played here as we have 2.5 to go in the first half.
Grosse Pointe South switched up the pressure a little bit. They went 3/4. It came out of the full court and backed it up just a little bit.
And Bachert's going to come out. She was just called for another foul.
That's a third in the first half.
Yeah, we talked with head coach Kevin Richards. We already hit on it. She's got to stay out of foul trouble if they want to win this game. That's just kind of how it's been all year long.
That's physical. That's a physical player right there. Go hard or go home.
Harris at the top, looking to find that entry pass, and it's kicked by Bernard. We'll keep it here.
That was a little funky zone. I got to see that again. That might have been a little bit of a 1-1-3 or a 1-3-1. Let me see. That looks a little bit like there's really a 2-3. Just a lot of movement, not letting anything get to the middle.
And Bernard's all over that.
Great hands.
Tie up right around the 3-point line, and You can just see how Maddie Bernard's able to kind of move from that top point guard to the wing guards, and it has those active hands all over the place. She's deflected 5 or 6 balls in this very first half.
I'm definitely proud of how she's playing. I think she's showing a lot more defensively. Definitely grown as a player. Another press. Both teams we're not letting each other settle down. They're keeping that pressure on. A great pass. Wow.
Pongratz gives it to Patty, and now it's Bernard. In the contact, she gets that floater to go. 22-10 GPS.
If you close out short, she shoots it. If you close out long, she's gone. She's not thinking about it.
Harris looking for that open pass. Back to Harris. She'll
Open
take a
shot for
3.
Zion.
Bang!
Big shot. They needed that. They needed that one from her.
Yes, they did. Down 9, 22-13. Bernard's trying to move it up quickly. Here's Clara Bachert.
Keep it single digits.
Trying to go to the
Taking it all
rim.
the way. Oh, almost got it.
Off the glass, just missed, and now Wyrick is going to try to move it up.
The refs are letting them play, which I kind of appreciate. Both teams being real physical, but they're making the fouls count.
And as you said it there, I think Harris got hit on her jump shot, but they called the foul on the second chance there with 1:15 to go.
There was no blood, Zion. There was no blood.
And I love the point you made about Maddie Bernard. And yeah, we see her shots starting to go in here, but the ability for her to impact the game so well without having those shots going in those first couple of minutes, that says a lot about how she is as a player.
I'll tell you, man, it's a little bias for me. Maddie Bernard plays for my travel ball program, Michigan Storm, Under Armour. So I get to see a lot of Maddie. She's a great player. I think that she's going to have a great spring and summer. She's going to have a great finish to this high school season as well.
Good bucket there. Isabel Tizio again. 22-14. Nearing in just a few points here.
Ooh, that's a zip of a
Catherine
pass.
Patty, the junior.
Little sister zipped that pass in, and then she got a deflection.
Another takeaway. Bernard, and one.
That's 2 back-to-back great plays by Elsa. She had a great pass on the money, a bullet, and then came back with a deflection that led to the and one for Maddie Bernard.
Foul going to be called. To be on number 10, Natalie Archibald. Natalie Archibald, the daughter of head coach Scott Archibald of Lakeview. Here's Bernard in the corner, doesn't take the 3, throws it into Patty, who takes a shot from the block.
I said the wrong name. Clara, the little sister is Clara. Elsa is the older sister. Let's see what they do on this possession. Got to get the ball back to Zion.
Archibald gets it into Zion. Here's a little fadeaway hook, not going to go. Tizio with 35 seconds, rebounds for Lakeview. Another cross pass. Archibald looking to shoot. Nice pass from Zion. It's hung up in the air a little bit too long. Swatting that away was Clara Bachert.
Let's see what fist is.
Check it back in. It's going to be Gieb.
Tell you a funny story. As coaches, if we hear the other coach call out a play we don't know, we just say it 7 times, hoping that he thinks we know the play. So we hear a coach call out fist, we're all going to say fist on the bench, make him think the play is scouted. We have no clue what he just called.
No Connor Stallions on your bench?
Great play. Great. No Connor.
And one.
Yeah, got to
Gieb.
get her touches. So I've been seeing this play a lot. This play where you run a cross action and then you clear out the backside so nobody can help. I've seen LSU run it a lot for Angel Reese. Seen a few other teams in college run it. That's a great play to run for a good post player.
She gets it to go with just 15 seconds remaining in the half. That's a big bucket right there. Her free throw is good. 7-point game.
7-point game. And everything that's happened, man, I'll take it.
With the amount of turnovers they had in that first half,
yeah,
it's pretty incredible. Pongratz, entry
left-hand
pass.
bounce pass.
Ball's on the floor in the middle of the paint. We got a whistle.
It was a
timeout from head coach Kevin Richards of GPS. Wise call there to keep the possession.
I'm a fan of skill. That she tried to tight in a left-hand bounce pass. I appreciate that. It didn't work out.
7-point lead for GPS. 5 seconds remaining in the half. We'll be back in a minute on the prep.
Let me know.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Coming out of the timeout, Grosse Pointe South looking to get one more quick bucket before the end of the first half. Alongside Shane Lawal, I'm Tom Cavanaugh. Glad to be with you on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. It was 70 degrees in Metro Detroit. Greatest day we've had so far in 2024, weather-wise.
Took my kids outside, let them play in the backyard.
18 holes of golf today, couldn't complain. Here's Bernard.
Oh, man.
Beautiful move. She gets the roll to go. Euro step with the right hand at the buzzer. That's exactly what Kevin Richards wanted, and he got it.
Great play, great play.
26-17. GPS continues to hold the lead by 9. Senior night here at Grosse Pointe. We'll be back in a minute for the second half action between Grosse Pointe South and Lakeview here from the Prep.
Idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, we celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity, and we grow stronger, preparing for the world we will make together.
I am.
I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
Joseph Cornwell is the owner of JSC Masonry LLC, a family-owned and operated masonry company in St. Clair Shores that services Southeast Michigan. Joe has been a mason for 25 years and specializes in custom design, restoration, and much more. Whether it be interior or exterior masonry, Joe and his crew do it all. From porches and chimneys to indoor fireplaces and outdoor kitchens, Joe will make your vision come to life. Estimates are always free, and discounts are available for active service personnel, military members, and teachers. JSC Masonry. It's halftime here at Grosse Pointe South on senior night, honoring Elsa Bachert, the solo senior on this Blue Devil team. 26-17 is your halftime score, led by the Blue Devils, up by 9. Let's take a look at a few highlights from that first half, and things got started early. Maddie Bernard to the cup along with Elsa Bachert, her little sister, Clara Bachert, going strong to the cup. Here's Zion Harris for Lakeview on the Euro step. They've kept that game close so far. Morgan Duff, she gets it at the cup there. And once again, Maddie Bernard, she leads the way with 12 points for all scores. Little fadeaway short corner, gets it to roll. GPS, lots of turnovers in that first half, drawn by Lakeview on the opposite side as well. And right there's a Duff turnover. 18 in that first half for Lakeview, and GPS took advantage. Once again, here's Bernard in the paint. 26-17 at the half. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the third quarter of action here on the Prep, Grosse Pointe South and Lakeview.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Back here on the Prep. Alongside Shane the Wall, I'm Tom Cavanaugh, geared up for the second half of action between girls varsity of Grosse Pointe South and Lakeview, St. Clair Shores. 26-17 lead for GPS. They've led the whole game, and their largest was 12. It's only 9 right now, but throughout that first half, Shane, what did you like, and what did you like to see in that second half going forward for both teams?
Grosse Pointe South shot 17 more shots, and that's just strictly because of the turnover difference. They were able to get way more shots up. Got to cut the turnovers down, and on the same token, you got to turn Grosse Pointe South over more than they've turned you over in the first half.
Leading scores for both teams, that's Maddie Bernard with 12 on the Grosse Pointe South side, and Madison Gieb with 9.
I would love to see Gieb touch it on his first possession. Not the best pass.
Just off her hand there. Almost kind of hit the netting or the bottom of the rim there on the entry from the baseline. So yet another turnover. It's going down for GPS here.
I think offensively, Zion Harris has to continue to attack the press, speed the game up when they try to get in front of her. But when the game settles down half court, Gieb has to touch it every possession.
Looking for a turnover, out of bounds there. Number 22, Ava Prasnak. And yeah, Shane, we saw in that first half, actually, Zion Harris easily breaking that press, cutting to the middle, finding that entry pass to the wing, and then an easy drop down to Gieb on the opposite block. So we know they can do it several times so far. Here's Bernard. She'll take a shot from the top, just off.
Yeah, you know, Zion's only got 5 points, but I don't think that's fair to the impact she's had on this game offensively. She's really putting a lot of pressure on Grosse Pointe South to get back on defense from the press and just to try to keep her body in front of her.
Sending it back down the other way once again. Shane, you hit on that first half a lot about just the pressure from GPS, not even in a full court press. It's that half court pressure that's still posing issues. 7:15 in this third quarter, 9-point lead for the Blue Devils.
Little
curling to the
drive
top.
action.
Duff gets it back up to Bachert, the senior. Here's Duff, rolling to the rim, denied, blocked by Madison Gieb, and Zion will take it away.
This is when Zion has to push it. Can't let them get set defensively.
Looking for that entry pass. Bachert's hands get in there right before they connect to Gieb down low on the block.
They're looking for Gieb, but they just have to do a little bit of a better job of entry passes. Fake one to make one, fake one high, pass it low, fake one low, pass it high.
Here's Harris, gets it into the corner. Good ball rotation here from Lakeview. Raina Porter, she'll shoot a floater, just misses. Back up to Harris on the wing, and she double dribbles there. Looked for the pump fake. I think she dribbled off of the catch.
That's a tough one because if I don't completely catch the ball and it falls out of my hand, most refs won't count that as a dribble. So, I mean, it's a 50-50 call. 50-50 call.
Yeah, I mean, if she threw two hands on it at any point, I think that's why they would have maybe called that one. But Patty gets it inside.
Nice high-low set.
Elsa Bachert, another good bucket, and that's a post play right there.
Yeah. Ball screen into a roll and replace. Pass it to the replace man. Replace man fed the post. Great play.
Here's Harris with the ball, trying to move it over to Porter, and she's double teamed in that corner. Looking to get it out. Taken away by Elsa
Another
Bachert.
turnover.
She's
there
going
goes
coast
the senior.
to coast. Easy layup for Bachert, and it's 30-17. GPS is rolling right now. Bachert, 6 points now.
Duffy almost had another one.
Porter trying to get it out of there. Gets it up to Zion Harris across center court. Back to Porter, looking for the kick out.
This is where they get most of their steals, is after after Lakeview thinks they broke the pressure, that's when Grosse Pointe South gets most of their steal. Great kick ahead pass from Maddie, finished by Duff. Great job.
Morgan Duff, 7 points on the night. She's also got 5 assists. Check that, 5 steals. She's been all over the place.
Gotta get it. Lakeview's got to get back in this game right now before it gets out of control.
Another turnover. Here's Bachert. She's trying to go coast to coast one more time. And
one. It's senior night. Can you tell?
6 straight for Elsa Bachert. Sandwiched in with Morgan Duff's layup as well. This team is firing on all cylinders right now. 34-17, doubling up the score of the Huskies. And it's really just been the defensive pressure. Zion Harris trying everything she can to work that ball up the floor, but just not able to complete those passes. Active hands and really good defense.
After a 3-foul, 3-point first half, she's up to 9 points now, Elsa.
Little strong on that Duff three-pointer. Rebound Lakeview going right to left. Lakeview in their gray jerseys, their gray road jerseys with blue and white numbers and letters. Baseline Harris, wow. What a shot there from Zion Harris, 34-19 now.
I love that shot. You know, she was looking for Geeb, couldn't get her the ball. She turned Geeb into a screener. You know, Geeb had her man posted up, so her man couldn't help at the basket.
She didn't need any glass either, just dropped it in right in that short corner.
Great runner.
Patty tried to throw the entry to Bachert, who corrals it. Back on the outside now. Bernard at the top, looking to set something up.
Star versus star. Oh.
Pulls it back. Tries to take a contested jumper, and she's fouled. Zion doesn't like it. It's going to be a foul on Harris going to the line once again. Maddie Bernard. .421 left to go in this third quarter, and the first one's good for Maddie.
She's up to 13 points now. Had a slow start in that first quarter, but she hit five of her last 7 in the second quarter and really got sparked up. Pretty much from the same spot every time, too. Catching it on that left wing, drive middle to that elbow, making buckets from there.
Lakeview is still struggling to get out of the press. Bachert, another steal, gives it to Bernard. She's blocked. It's going to stay here with the Blue Devils, but give Autumn Wyrick some credit for that rejection.
I think she's definitely making her presence felt defensively at the basket. Great block.
GPS pulling away. Here we got a timeout on the floor. 4:08 to go in the third quarter. Lakeview will take one right now. We're going to keep it here. Maddie Bernard there, rejected away by Wyrick, and
Lakeview have to make a stand right now. You know, the game's getting a little out of control.
Today's game on the Prep brought to you by Success Mortgage Partners. In today's ever-changing real estate and mortgage lending world, the importance of a true professional has never been higher. At Success Mortgage Partners, our mission is for every borrower to receive level 10 service, and our goal is to get you the lowest rate possible. We want you to have an experience of a lifetime. Navigating a turbulent market like this needs to be handled by a real professional. Call Todd Barr at 734-674-6154 and put 20 years of local knowledge to use for you and your family. Success Mortgage Partners. GPS coming out of the timeout. Nice move there from Bachert.
That's a rare man-to-man possession on the baseline out of bounds. I like that switch up from Coach Scott.
Here's Tizio for Lakeview on the high wing, trying to get it out. Taken away once again, Madison Bernard.
Another steal for Maddie.
Fadeaway jumper.
Ooh.
Little short there. Wyrick gets the board. She's looking for an outlet. Zion got to push this ball up the floor, keep it in her hands for now. Can't get a shot off as it's taken away again. Bachert, yet another steal. She's going to the rim, misses a layup. Zion Harris all the way down, looking to finish. Ooh. Misses the layup there.
Got a little happy with the steps there too.
3:21 left in the third. Bernard was thinking about a 3, and Knighton was there. Here's a corner ball, just off the back iron there from Sierra Pongratz.
Lakeview needs a little bit of a run right here. Zion's got to get the ball. Nice high-low action. Oh, she's got to finish.
Second chance for Geeb, and she's got it.
We call that 2 for $1.
35-21. Just under 3 to go in this third quarter on senior night for Grosse Pointe South. Elsa Bachert, it's her night. She's got 9 points. Here's Bernard looking for a kick. Pongratz at the top. Here's Duff coming off that curl. Good defense here from Lakeview as Bernard tries to dribble in. Harris is all over her.
You know, offensively, a lot of times coaches want to get the ball out of their best player's hands so they can come back and get it. It's normally the second time or third time that you get that ball back is when you have your best shots available.
It's a deep 3 miss from Bernard. She's taken a few of those tonight, and she's able to pick the pocket of Kamara Knighton, and they calling over the back.
I don't know about that one. She got to completely clear the line before you call that. That's a close one. That's a close one.
Yeah, the possession was not, I mean, on either side there. It was just right kind of on the line. You got to let that one play on there. Bernard
ball
would have
never
had yet another
crossed the
steal.
half.
Yeah.
See what Lakeview can do on this possession. It's a trap coming.
Prasnak tries to get the entry pass to Wyrick. Now Porter with a fadeaway. Rolls
Good
off.
box out.
Bachert head up on the far side looking to pass. She'll get it to her point guard, Bernard at the top.
Grosse Pointe South slowing the game down now, up several possessions.
Bachert on a double team. She can't get that layup to go.
Tried it with her left hand. I like that.
Raina Porter. She's double teamed now. Bernard's all over her.
Good pass.
Wyrick,
Can't
she'll
be
pull a
afraid to shoot
3.
it.
Misses there and rebounded by Bachert. We got a jump ball.
I'm not mad at that shot. You're wide open. You're down 14. Gotta let it fly. I think it's a good chance for Lakeview to put some pressure on. Best ball handler and players sitting down. It's a good chance to maybe create some turnovers.
Pongratz at the top. Looking for a roll there. It's Bachert. Pongratz, a deep 3.
Good looking shot.
Just misses there. Duff with the offensive rebound, and she's fouled. And, you know, we talk about Maddie Bernard leading the team in points, but how about Morgan Duff today? She's got 5 takeaway steals. She's getting those defensive rebounds, those offensive rebounds as well. It's very impressive.
Duff has earned a fan in me. The way she's playing, I love how she's playing. She's playing hard. She's beating. She's jumping passes. She's running the lanes. Just hit her free throw.
He rattles that one home, 36-21, a 15-point lead, largest of the night. Check that, 17 was the largest of the night for GPS back in the early third quarter. Nearing that once again. Knighton's in the backcourt.
Switch up the pressure a little bit, dropped it off to 3/4. Falling back.
Still good pressure here from GPS. Lakeview hasn't had much of a chance to shoot in these last few minutes. She stepped out of bounds. Tassin did. It's another turnover for Lakeview going down.
Tough moment for Lakeview right now. You have Zion sitting down. Got to get offense from somewhere. Got to get offense from somewhere.
Just under a minute now in the third quarter of play. Good entry pass. Clara Bachert trying to spin out and take a shot. There was Lupo on the wing. Now here's Bachert from 3. Just too strong, and Knighton's able to get a rebound for the Huskies.
Another trap off of a missed shot. Rare to see in basketball, but I love to see it. Don't give a team a chance to relax or push the ball up the court.
Gieb was open for a split second down there on the block. They're going to get it to her here.
There you go.
Left-handed layup.
Got to finish that. Got to finish.
Just a little short. Needs to go a little higher on the glass there. Duff moves it up the court. Deep 3.
Wow.
Curry range. Just
man.
misses. At the buzzer. Pongratz can't get that to go, and it's a 16-point lead for the Blue Devils as we head into the fourth quarter. Kevin Richards pleased with his group as he heads into the final quarter of play here on senior night. Grosse Pointe South with a big lead over Lakeview here on the Prep.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
on the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate.
Take a look at head coach Kevin Richards of Grosse Pointe South. Shane the Wall, you know him really well, but this is his 17th season here, and he's done a lot of different things with the program. 2 Division I finalists, and he's been to 6 championships and won it here at GPS. MAC champions as well, 8 different times, and as we talked about, Kiki Richards, his daughter, was out on the floor giving a very heartfelt goodbye message to senior Elsa Bachert, who was in tears right before the game, and just a really awesome moment as we headed into senior night here from Grosse Pointe South. And 37-21 is your score heading into the final 8 minutes of play.
I'm hoping to see a little bit of fight out of Lakeview. They've been playing hard up to this point. And you know, anything can happen. You have to play it all the way to the end. They're trying their best to get the ball to Guy. That's a big collision right there.
Bachert connected hard right there with Ava Prasnak. Take one more look at it.
That's her 4th foul.
Yeah, she kind of, oh, check that. It's going to be a foul on, yeah, you're right, on Bachert. I thought that was on Prasnak there.
She's got 4 fouls. She's a woman.
Bernard just across center court.
One for a high set. See what they got in store.
Good pass to Bachert in at the free throw line. Deep 3 here, Catherine Patty misses short.
Lakeview ran that, they read that back door for Maddie pretty well. Good defensive effort on that possession. It was not open.
This Grosse Pointe team also not afraid to pull those shots from anywhere behind the 3-point arc. We've seen Bernard go from several feet deep, Pongratz as well. Patty just took one, so this team can kind of shoot it from all over the place. They're not afraid to.
That was another deflection by Duff. Hands everywhere, hands everywhere. You got 3 kids on Grosse Pointe South team with 5 steals and up. Maddie Bernard, Bachert, and Duff.
There's another hand in the lane right there. That ball ricochets out of bounds. It's going to stay with Lakeview here as they trail by 16 with 7 to go.
Maddie and Elsa have as much steals as the entire Lakeview team. 6. Ah, there we go.
There's to Guy.
Ah, she's got to finish. That's a couple now that she's missed point blank range. They're looking for her. They're getting her touches. She's got to finish.
You got to give credit to head coach Scott Archibald and this Lakeview group being able to, in this 4th quarter here, get some more chances that they didn't in the 3rd. As you said, they just got to finish. Here's Guy.
Another one. There you go.
She's able to get that one to go, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from Lakeview just because they're able to get more shots than they were. Turnovers in that 3rd quarter were plaguing them.
Trying to extend a little pressure on the ball. Running the same play again, see if it works. Works the 2nd time. Slice action, 1-on-1.
Bernard will fade away.
Not bad.
Oh, that one just popped on out.
Shot that
halfway
over 2
down.
people, almost went in.
Harris has it now across center court.
Zion's got to speed it up.
Diving between a few defenders, and Bernard takes it away. Easy layup here, and she gets it.
Steal number 7.
39-23, and you can see head coach Kevin Richards calling off the Dogs here, bringing that full court press back a little bit.
I don't know if he's calling them off. I think he probably brought him back on the porch.
True. And there's a foul coming on GPS. It's going to be Madison Giebe going to the line. You can see it again. Quick takeaway from Bernard, and she's home free there. Easy layup to go. 16-point lead for the Blue Devils in their final home game.
I didn't want to say it before she shot it, but she's been hitting her free throws. I didn't want to jinx her.
It's that broadcaster's jinx, man. Sometimes it really does come into play.
I've heard Chad do it often.
Mm-hmm.
Do better, Chad.
Giebe misses that free throw.
I guess we did jinx it.
Bernard leads the way. Nice crossover. Money jumper.
Baby.
Oh, net. Wow. And that's the type of thing we were seeing in pregame, looking at highlight tape of Maddie Bernard. What a play there.
Cooper Bernard.
Raina
I like
Porter.
that. Right back at you.
How about that from number 23 for Lakeview? That was money.
Nice Euro.
Here's Bernard again going back to work. Pulled the ball on a string
baby.
once again. Another shot
Ooh,
right
baby.
there. Over and over again, just inside the free throw line. Beautiful jumper. 43-26 GPS.
She's up to 19.
Wyrick had it in the middle. Here's a corner three for Lakeview. Just rimmed around there. Hannah Tassin took that three-pointer in the corner. Bernard.
Great kick ahead.
Moving it up to Duff.
Who else?
She's got it. That's court vision right there, Shane Lawal. What a play and a timeout called for Lakeview.
That backcourt, Duff and Bernard has really left the imprint on this game.
19-point lead, largest of the night for the Blue Devils with just under 5 to play in the contest. Senior night here from GPS. Bernard is cooking. We'll be back in a minute here from the Prep.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back into the Prep. Alongside Shane Lawal, I'm Tom Cavanaugh. Nearing the end of this one, under 5 minutes to go, Raina Porter gets a great pass up to Madison Gieb, who finishes with the left hand.
They're not going away quietly.
They're going to play hard until that very end. 4:40 to go. Bernard dicing through a few defenders. She got the ball back.
Both coaches have done a great job of set plays coming out of timeouts and the quarters. Call them ATOs, after timeouts. They've done a great job of running those set plays and getting good looks on both ends.
Hands up again for Morgan Duff. Almost gets that takeaway. Prasnak had it on the wing. Here's the entry pass to Wyrick. She's driving to the rim. Little
Whoa!
She got that to go as underhand scoop, and the look on her face.
It's just as good as the layup, right?
Little slower pace here for GPS. Here's a cross pass.
Bit of a boxing one on Maddie.
Good move
to take her away
from Bacher. Wow. That's facing the rim as a big man and going to work. 47-30, back up to 17 for the Blue Devils. Maddie Bernard leads all scorers with 19.
Open shot, getting it right back down low.
Beautiful look from Gieb. Over on the defensive there from Elsa Bacher. She just kind of fronted Gieb there and got to be between your man and the basket.
I love that Lakeview is sticking to their game plan. They're looking inside. You know, this is like we talked about earlier. They're playing for next week. Big steal.
Prasnak to the rim, and Bernard gets a hand on it as it goes out of bounds.
Great hustle. Well, yeah, I love that. I love that Lakeview. They're not, you know, maybe this game is out of reach, but they're prepping for next week. They got a big game against their rival Lakeshore, coach's old team. You know, so they're making sure they finish this game strong, and they have some good things to build on next week.
Out of bounds again, going to stay with Lakeview, and yeah, head coach Scott Archibald definitely going to be able to go to the drawing board with this team and kind of figure some things out before you head into that district against Lakeshore.
I'll tell you one thing, they're winning a rebounding battle, which, I mean, you know, I like that. That means that they kept fighting throughout this game.
Wyrick to Gieb on the inside, just misses. GPS back down the other way. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 15-point lead for the Blue Devils. Clara trying to work out of there, the younger sister of
Krasnak
Elsa.
playing some good defense right there.
Bachert looking for the hook and rejected by Wyrick. And Hannah Tassin as well. Just you can't say enough about Lakeview just giving that 110% effort still, even down 15 with 2.5 to go.
I've counted 4 blocks for Wyrick. She's been all over the place.
As you mentioned, the rebounding, I think that's going to pay off in other games this season.
Great play.
Wow, what a curl from Elsa Bachert. It's Elsa Bachert night here at Grosse Pointe South as she's the only senior. And the student section's loving it.
Both coaches doing a great job of set plays on baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds after timeouts. Another steal for Maddie. Threw it right back.
Under 2 minutes to play now. Zion Harris driving. Going to kick it back out.
Be aggressive late in this game.
Harris going to do
Another
that runner from the baseline again. Can't get it to go, and we're going down the other way. Maddie Schwessinger was fouled there, and 2 late subs. Audrey Lindo and Kaylee Page will head in the game for Clara Bachert and Morgan Duff. Likely the end of the night for those two, and got to give a lot of credit to Duff and the younger sister of Elsa, who played a great game.
I'm sure that we're going to get at some point we're going to pull the senior out and let her get her applause. Lakeview not going away quietly. They're pressing to the last second, to the buzzer.
Bernard just going to work it up the floor right now. Catherine Patty waiting to check in as well. Bachert going to take a 3.
She checked the 3. Oh!
Bank is open on a Tuesday.
She looked at her feet first. I love it.
20-point lead.
It's my senior night. I'm shooting it.
That's exactly what she thought. Stepping back 1 foot. Into the rim. Beautiful, nice finish there from Catherine Daly. 18-point lead.
Oh.
And Maddie Bernard not going to stop crossing up defenders. Gets by 1, now 2.
Get it back to her. Look again. Senior, come on. Look at the rim.
Bachert at the top. She's going to drive it. Oh, she traveled. Yes, she did.
I love it. I love it.
We're under a minute to go.
You know the sub is coming out. You gotta shoot it.
Elsa Bachert checking out for the final time.
She's begging to go back in.
She came out saying, why? But, you know, you got to give those seniors their applause, and you can see everybody here on their feet as she comes out of the game.
Coach, I had 1 more foul to use, Coach. Only used 4
Yeah, she had
of
3
them.
in the first half and played well in the second. Only just 1 foul. Thrown up shot there from Lakeview, and we got a foul. Calling that on.
She's still on the bench pleading her case for more time on the court.
Aubrey Lindo, the foul there. I know, she's not going to go out without a fight. Maddie Bernard's day is done as well with 37.5 seconds
If she knew
left
she
to
was
play.
coming out, she probably would have shot that second 3.
Fans, stick around after the game. We'll have our G-Brand player of the
Great
game.
play, great shot.
Hannah Tassin, the senior, drills one from the right wing. Our G-Brand USA player of the game coming up right after this one. Ball's in the corner. Lindo trying to get it out here.
I know Zion got dinged up a little bit, but you know, I think she's gonna be okay. And you know, you kind of, that's a win for both teams to get out of this game with no major injuries, knowing that you're going into the districts with your full arsenal.
Grosse Pointe going to improve to 10-11 on the year. Lakeview will fall to 8-13. We got 5 seconds left as Wyrick drives to the cup. Off the mark there, second chance at the buzzer. There's a foul, but likely just going to wave this off here. 15-point W for Grosse Pointe South on senior night. Elsa Bachert, Maddie Bernard, the stars. We'll be back in just a moment for the G-Brand USA player of the game. Huge win for Grosse Pointe South over Lakeview here at home. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. Check out Elsa Bachert stepping back for 3 off the glass. She called bank. Hannah Tassin gets in on the action for Lakeview. They played hard, but a few extra turnovers there just kind of led to GPS getting it done, and that's going to do it here from Grosse Pointe South. Your final score, 52-37. And your player of the game, Elsa Bachert. We'll be back for the player of the game on the Prep.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Welcome back in, Prep fans. Here with our G-Brand USA player of the game, senior Elsa Bachert. Elsa, it was an awesome game for you. 19 points. You hit a 3 at the end there, but let's start with the very beginning of the game. A little bit of blood on your jersey didn't stop you at all. You had 3 fouls in that first half, but you played through the whole game and you did incredible. How was tonight?
Thank you. I had a lot of fun. I love coming out. We have a lot of energy all the time. I love my teammates. You know, they really hyped me up for this game. You know, they knew it was important to me. It was kind of emotional in the beginning, but I think that really transcribed onto the court, and I kind of played my heart out. But
yeah, we saw Coach's daughter Kiki come out and kind of give you that speech at the beginning and wiping away some tears. So it's definitely an emotional night, but you played incredible. Loved watching you kind of look down at your feet to make sure you were behind the three-point line. Take me through that play right there. Did you need to want to get a 3 off there by the end of it?
Yeah, I haven't hit a 3 all season or last season. You know, I'm not really a good outside shooter, but you know, it was the last game. Coach said take the shot, so I took the shot, and I'm glad it went in.
Oh, bank is open on a Tuesday. That was awesome. Talk about this win tonight. You know, you get a big win over Lakeview, but down the stretch, you guys have just 1 game left before districts. What does a win by 15 points tonight it kind of sets you up for that playoff game next week?
I think it puts us in a good momentum. You know, we have a week more of practices, and I think we're going to get a good head space for our team to really come out for our next game and get the win, hopefully taking us into districts for another one.
Now, this is your final game here at GPS. Kind of take me through, and our fans here, just your final game coming off with about 30 seconds to go, and just you're playing your final game here with these girls.
You know, I love my team. I love my coaching. My coaches, you know, they have really pushed me this season, and fouling has been a big issue for me this season. But my coaches have really gotten me through that, and I've been able to play through it, and my teammates are always so supportive. I'm going to really miss being in this program. It's all I really know, but I'm excited to go, but it's also really sad.
Hey, you know what? As a senior, too, a couple years ago, I mean, I understand how that is, and, you know, leaving that full team, so I totally get it. Elsa, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Guys, your G-Brand player of the game, 19 points and a big 3-pointer off the glass to end it. Elsa Bachert, senior night here at Grosse Pointe South, and a big win over Lakeview. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Bring you back here on the Prep alongside Shane Lawal and Tom Cavanaugh. Kind of saying so long here in the next couple minutes from Grosse Pointe South. Huge win for the Blue Devils over Lakeview. Shane, give me your final thoughts on kind of just today's game and what you saw from both sides and who impressed you the most.
I think defense turning into your offense. You got 3 kids at Grosse Pointe South that scored over 10 points, and every last one of them had 5 steals or more. Maddie Bernard, Morgan Dove, and our senior Elsa Backhart. From the Lakeview side, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them next week. Deeb and Zion are the leaders of that team. They showed a little bit today, and I think they're ready for districts.
Wishing the best of luck to both of these programs next week in districts. That's going to do us here from the Prep. Alongside Shane Lawal and Tom Cavanaugh, one more time saying so long. Grosse Pointe South gets it done here on their home floor on Elsa Backhart night, senior night, over Lakeview.
Hey, Shuggy.
We'll see you soon. Thank you so much here from the Prep.